Hello there and welcome to my channel. This is Non-Gone and today we're playing Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. This is part 6 of our speed platinum run of 59 hours and 47 minutes on the PS3. It is and that's real time, so I was up for 2.5 days. Do not try this at home. This is a recreation of that run. It is on the PS4 version because I recorded the whole video and none of it was there when I got ready to edit it. And, well, some of it was there, but it was unusable. So I chose to recreate this on the PS4 version since the servers are still up. And it will mirror as closely as possible my run from that time. So when last we left, we had finished cleaning up a couple of things. We got the nuke developing. We did missions 8, 10, and 32 for various reasons. And we are now into a short video that's mostly me talking. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do 15 FOB invasions. And the way you do that is you come in here and you hit L2 or L1 twice to get to the security challenges and try to find somebody that's got a level 28 base with no defenses. That's it. You see down here, you do the support platform. The rewards are 6716 and the defenses in the top right are 0000. So go in there and invade that and win and do that 15 times. If you want to improve on my run, you can do that earlier. We need to develop our mother base some more, and you could have done this back when we did FOB Invasions the first time. Also, if you pick a double rewards week, you can cut that in half. So that's step one. The next thing we're going to do also are all the rest of the side ops, or most of them. So you see at the moment, we've done 17. We're going to get that up to about 120 in the next 9 hours. No way I'm gonna make you watch all of those individually. They're not that hard. You'll get the hang of them pretty quick, but I will give you some tips and some pointers, and then we're going to talk about some other things you should be working on while you're doing all this, because this is 10 hours worth of stuff. First off, for the armored missions, so that's heavy infantry, armored vehicle unit, and tanks, you want to start by taking Quiet and leave her on lethal. She actually will get a better lethal version, but don't switch her to non-lethal or use the tranquilizer. The reason for that is that when she tranquilizes an enemy, they go off of your radar and you won't be able to see them or mark them unless you're looking dead at them, which a lot of these are going to be passed out in the grass, and you will literally run around for 10 minutes looking for these passed out enemies until they wake up again. So just let her kill them. I know the temptation's there because you need to extract 1,000 enemies. Trust me, getting those extractions is way quicker than waiting for someone to wake up in one of these side ops. As soon as she gets to 100, and actually before she gets to 100, you want to go into customize. I didn't even realize you could do this beforehand, but go to the front, customize your emblem, and go to the front and go over twice and hit the butterfly emblem right here and save that. And that will keep her in your party after she gets to 100. If you don't do that, that whole line of side op and main mission that makes her leave for good will come up, and we need her for some things end game, so we got to keep that on. So go ahead and equip that emblem, and then do those armored vehicle, tank units, and armored infantry with Quiet until she gets to 100, and then switch her out for the dog. I know it sounds weird, but he is quicker because he'll mark everybody, and you have the stealth camo, so you can run even when it's 2 tanks, 6 armored enemies, and a chopper. You can run in with your stealth camo, extract the 2 tanks, tranquilize the 6 enemies, rocket launcher the chopper, and that'll still be quicker than waiting for Quiet to figure it out, and you have to mark everybody, and everybody's on alert, and all that. So for the other side ops, take the dog. That's just all there is to it. Go in, run to the highlighted area. As soon as it says side op have started, just kind of squat down and wait for the dog to start marking everybody. When he marks what you need, whether it's an interpreter, a highly skilled soldier, a prisoner, the unlucky dog, whatever it is, the animals, the lost sheep, then go ahead and hit your stealth camo, run in there, clear out the area as best you can, extract. That's pretty much it. As soon as you finish a side op, hit select and go back to the ACC, and then load up the next one and start it again. The materials container, there's only one of these. There's four people, I think, guarding it, so just tranquilize them, take the dog again, and then extract the container. You can even extract yourself with it. That'll be fine. The AI pod is in one of the bunkers, and I think it's even marked. It's the easternmost bunker in the base camp. And as soon as that's stealth camo again, as soon as that's done, 144 will open up, which is down in the supply outpost. It is to extract the body of the man on fire. You can find a gate, stealth camo, and run right up to him. He's laying right in the middle. The guards won't see you. The cutscene will start, and you don't even have to worry about infiltrating or where anybody is. So target practice. The only hard target practice is R&D, and we already did it. The rest of them are either right where you start or is very intuitive and a easy path to see where they are. So there is another one that'll show up for the command platform, but we'll get there later. So that's the 6-minute version of 120 side ops. The blueprints, I could tell you where all of them are, but they're pretty easy to find on Google. So it's a guide, so I don't like doing that, but I really don't want to show you all of these side ops. It just takes too long, and they're not that hard to find, so they're all pretty quick. So that's what we're going to do next. Now, in the meantime, we're also going to be doing a lot of other things. The first thing we're going to be doing is continuing with our key deployment missions. So make sure you stay on that. As we still got 34 minutes on that. Go ahead and send your spare people out on various things. I don't care much about decoys ever. And we don't have a whole lot of other stuff. These are going to pop up a lot because we're going to be doing a lot of missions and combat missions and stuff. But go ahead and clear them out as they pop up. That'll keep the adaptive AI to a minimum. Go ahead and continue to develop all the items and buddy equipment and helicopter and security systems as they come up. You can only do 10 at a time, so keep them going. Try to focus on the following for your development. These are important ones that you want to get as quickly as possible because they make your life easier. That is going to be the GCM-25 rocket launcher, which I think you might have to develop the Honeybee more to get to it. So Honeybee, then GCM-25 rocket launcher, M2000 NL sniper rifle, the Brennan sniper rifle. The second level of that you'll need a blueprint for. It's in the mansion where you extracted Code Talker. And anytime you're around that area, I suggest you grab that blueprint as quickly as possible. I think I'll show you where it is in mission 35. I'm going to pick it up in the first side mission that I'm close to that place. So you won't see me do it, but look to mission 35 in video 7, and I'll show you where it was. Sleep grenades, stun grenades, LLZ mines, night vision goggles, stealth camo, of course. Capture cages we've already fully upgraded. The wormhole Fulton is the next most important thing. You have to get the Jackal, which is side op 51. And that's not available yet, but when you do the other animal ones, the lost sheep and the ibis, it'll pop up. And then you need to get a substantial level. I think it's like 40 or something for your R&D. So we're kind of maybe close. R&D 35. So yeah, I mean, we're getting there. But yeah, get the wormhole as soon as you can. This allows you to Fulton people from buildings or under tents or any in bad weather. It will be 100% effective. When you combine that with stealth camo and the dog, it makes those extraction side ops an absolute joke. You just wait for him to tell you where the person is, stealth camo, and run right to him, hit triangle, and you'll be invisible the entire time. Wait for the side op to complete, and you're done. So as soon as you can get the wormhole, get the wormhole. It's absolute time saver. So that's pretty much it for development. Again, just keep doing it. You need 300. You can only do 10 at a time. So fill it out as long as they don't use too much fuel, common metal, or biological material. By too much, I mean over 1,000. And that'll be it for that. The only other things we need to worry about, we're going to get invoices at any point. There's 21 of them. They're all in the kind of named locations. I'm not sure how many of them I'm going to get during side ops. Maybe 3 or 4. But if you're in an area and you're invisible, there are those orange areas. I don't use fast travel very much in this game because it's not as fast as you think. But you do have to get all the invoices to get one of the key items, so keep that in mind. The last thing I want to talk about in this video is going to be animals. And that you can find down here in the, not the PF grade, the database. And the wild animals, there are 47. So far we've caught 7. Some of them, 8 or 9 of them, are available either as a target for a side op, like the bear that we just tranquilized, the Himalayan brown bear, or as a optional objective, a mission task, like the Martial Eagle. That was an optional task in Mission 24. So 8 or 9 of those are going to be that. 8 of them are extractable in the open world. So that's the sheep, this vulture here, all the goats, the donkey, the zebra. Okapi is what that one is. And a couple of different kinds of dogs. This is a different kind of dog too, but he's only in a specific space. And the brown bear, but that'll come up during a side op. So I'd suggest you make a list of these and kind of keep them separate and look for them as you're doing side ops. When I come back on in the next video, I'll tell you how many of them I got, because it changes every time. If you happen to be thinking of it and you happen to have the ability, then you get it. The rest of them have to be done with capture cages. And you would think that it would make sense to work on these while you're doing side ops. And I have found personally that that's not the case. The reason for it is that when you finish a side op, you immediately hit select and quit to the ACC. If you do that and you have capture cages out, you'll lose your cages and you will not catch any animals. In order for them to be caught, you have to leave by chopper or on foot or finish a mission. And that just doesn't work with our style for this segment. So very, very rarely will there be an opportunity to extract by container or by helicopter when you're finishing a side op. And as a result, most of the cages you'd be throwing down would end up not ever collecting anything anyway. I did this pretty religiously, and then I would run around on my actual run. I did this, and I would run around trying to find a chopper spot, get back out of the place I was in, find a container to go out on, whatever it was. And almost, I think after all that, I ended up with like 4 animals from all that. It was like an hour that it added to my time, and I got 4 animals out of it. And I could have got those 4 animals in like 9 minutes, just dropping where I needed to drop, calling the chopper immediately so it didn't go away, running to where I need to put my cages, and then running back and getting out on the chopper. It's like 2 minutes. So that's what I wanted to let you know about with the animals. Definitely try to get the ones that are in the open world, and don't worry so much about the ones that are not, because it's just quicker to just run down there and put them down and leave. It costs you a lot in deployment costs, but we're already maxed out. We can't cash out our rewards because we have too much money. So if you can find ways to spend money, you actually want to. And that's pretty much all I have to say for this segment. Again, we're just doing we're doing about 120 of these side ops. We're going to keep going until there aren't any more. We're going to work on Quiet, get her up to 100, and keep the butterfly emblem on so she doesn't go away. D-Dog will be at 100 by that point as well. Also, a quick note, you won't get the trophy for their affinity until you extract by chopper. So if you are quitting to ACC for all these, which you should be, you may be well over 100 for Quiet and D-Dog by the time you're done and still not have the trophy. Just call a chopper in and extract normal, or ride out on a materials container and it'll update and count it, and you'll get those trophies. People wonder sometimes why I get D-Dog and Quiet at the same time. And that's why, because it doesn't update until you leave by chopper. And if you do 120 deployments and don't leave by chopper, a lot of things happen in between. So that's it. Just keep working on your base development, work on your staff, your weapons development, cash in your rewards and your challenges as they come up. And that'll be pretty much it. And just for reference here, the end of this segment on my practice run ended at 19:23. That's 19 hours and 23 minutes. In my actual run, I was quite a bit further behind that. I was at 1:20 in the morning, so that would be, or I guess in the afternoon, I started at 2:50. So that's 22 hours and 30 minutes I was into this run by the time I finished all these side ops. So I'm going to go ahead and do those. I'll do them off camera and my 15 invasions. And I will see you next time. But in the meantime, stay bad, people. Non-gone is gone.